Done, I got you on your knees. I'm stacking money, I'm getting to the cheese. I'm done with the games on my Q's and my P's. I'm just a bad bitch, I do it with ease. You late with a dog, do you?
Hey you guys, welcome back to Vibing with Steph. Tonight I'm going to actually go ahead and do a Q&A that I have been planning to do for a while now, but I never got to it. I actually jotted down some questions that I was given and I lost the tablet, so I had to re-ask those questions. I had to re-ask the question for some more Q&As, and I was given more, so that's what I'm going to do tonight. But first, get into this shirt. It says, Girl Trip Cheaper Than Therapy 2021. So me and my girls actually went on a girls trip this year to Atlanta for my aunt's birthday. And it just says that's cheaper than therapy. You know, sometimes we got to get away. I mean, I agree with therapy, but if you could get a girls trip, get a girls trip. All right, so let's get right into it. So my first question is, what's my real name? My real name is Stephanie. Obviously, I'm not going to give my last name, my middle or last name, but my real name is Stephanie, and that's short for Steph. So that's where Vibing with Steph comes from. Am I married or single? I am currently married. I've been married for 5 years. In my current relationship for 10 years. So I've been in my relationship for 10 years and married to the same guy for 5 years. How many children do I have? I have 2 children. I have a daughter and I have a son. My daughter is 11. My son is 6. Will you guys ever see my children or my spouse on my channel? Well, the content that I've uploaded previously, I don't feel like that I want to bring my children onto the channel with the previous content that I've uploaded. You know, the girls talk that I did with my cousin and my friend. I don't feel like I want to bring my children onto that. So if I decide to transition to like bringing my kids onto the channel, which my daughter, she has her own YouTube channel. But if I decide to bring them over with me, then I think I would probably revamp the channel, rename it, delete some of those videos off, and then go from there. Because my daughter, she does like to do stuff like that. So I may start to do that with her. I mean, she likes to cook and different stuff like that. Will you see my husband on the channel? I'm not 100% sure. I've tried to do pranks on him and stuff like that. He's very aware of stuff that's going on. So if something is different or I'm trying to prank him, he usually catches on and ruin the whole thing. So I guess if it's like a truth or drink or something like that, then we probably would do a video together or whatever. But as of right now, I can't really think of anything. What's my biggest pet peeve? My biggest pet peeve, I would say, is actually I got a few of them. I get irritated very easily. I'm a Gemini, so I get very irritated very easily. And to answer a question that's coming up, when is my birthday? My birthday is June 3rd, and I'm a Gemini. So one of my pet peeves, I would say, is a person being late. Now, this is crazy because a lot of times I'm late myself, but if I'm on time and the other person is not on time, my God, that irritates me so bad. A few other things that I dislike is a person that can't make up their mind, like make a decision for once. Like if I ask you, like, what do you want to eat, or, you know, where would you like to go, or something like that. Give me an answer, because I'm asking you for a reason. If I knew what I wanted to do, what I wanted to eat, then I would just go with that anyways from the beginning. But if I'm asking you, that means I don't have any ideas and I'm asking you for it. But if every time, you know, something comes around and I'm asking you, like, what do you want to do, and you never come up with an answer, like, that's one of my pet peeves. also being lied to about the smallest things when you can just be honest. And then it finally comes out that you were lying, what's the purpose? And another pet peeve of mine is a person that comes around and, they just always have something negative to say about other people. And then, they do that with everybody that's around them. That's one of my, one thing that I dislike. And, if a person is like that, I just prefer you not to even be around me, to be honest. Do I want more kids? I told myself that, when I turned 30, which I just turned 30 in June, when I turned 30, that I would get my husband. He does not have any girls of his own. My daughter is his only girl. And I wanted to give him the opportunity to have a girl. And I said that we would try for a girl again, before I turned 30. But that didn't happen. Everything happens in God's plan. So I would say that I don't want any more kids right now. I have a girl and a boy. But if God blesses us with more kids, then, I'm not doing any abortion. So we will have another kid. What's been my most favorite vacation thus far? I would say my 30th birthday, for my 30th birthday, and I uploaded a video about that also on my channel. But for my 30th, I went to Miami. Actually, the house that we got was in Fort Lauderdale, but we ended up going to Miami to visit the beach one night. But I would say that's the best trip that I've gone on. I haven't gone outside of the United States or anything like that, but as of right now, Miami, I was able to rent out a yacht for 4 hours for me and my husband. We were able to go out and have dinner with one another, just go to clubs and the beach and just be able to enjoy one another. A lot of times when you have kids, it's hard to enjoy one another when you're in a relationship. And I feel like this was a great time for us to enjoy each other and just, be able to have a great time. And that's what we were able to do. Did I get a BBL because my husband asked me to, or to impress other people, I guess? The reason I got a BBL was because I wasn't happy with my own body. I'm still not totally happy with it, but I don't plan on getting any other surgeries. Actually, if you knew me before this YouTube, or before the BBL, or before I even had children, or before I had my second child, I should say, I still had, a semi-flat stomach. I still had a shape, I still had butt and all of that, but it was like after I had my son, like everything went downhill. And usually I hear that a lot of women say that when they have daughters that happens, but my daughter didn't do that to me. Like I still had a semi-flat stomach where, if I wanted to wear a half shirt, I'm 30 now, so obviously that's not what I want to do, even if I had a flat stomach. But with my daughter, I was able to do that, and I was able to wear certain clothes that would show my curves. But after I had my son, it was like my stomach got bigger, my butt got flatter, and I don't know if that was because I had a C-section, and then when it gets bigger in the front, it makes everything in the back look smaller. I don't know, but I had been thinking about that for a while after I had my son, about having a BBL, but I never had the time, had the funds, or anything of that sort to do it. And then I finally was able to go ahead and do it. So that's what I did. And I'm proud of my results. Like I said, my stomach is still not where I want it to be, but at the end of the day, I won't do it again. And I know how to do what I need to do to look the way that I need to look. Okay? All right, so let's see. Let's see. One thing that one insecurity about myself, one thing that I don't like about myself. I would say insecurity that I had about myself was my gap. So when I was younger, like one thing I loved about myself was my mouth and my smile. But as I got older, things changed, and my gap started to spread. And that was one thing that I started to feel insecure about, which is why I ended up getting braces. So yeah, that was one thing that I was insecure about. I mean, another thing that I'm insecure about, which you guys already know, I've done videos about it in previous videos. I'm actually not insecure about it now, but I used to be. But where my hair is thinner on the side, and it's always been like that since I was younger. I mean, I've had hair down to here when I was a young girl, but I still didn't have hair on the side. And I feel like it's just genetics. I don't know. I mean, with that being said, I did have someone to reach out to me about some products, and I will do a review on that on my next video. But it's by The Beauty of Rashida, and it's follicles. It says follicle CPR shampoo treatment, and then I have some more products that she sent me, and I'll do a review on that when I take these braids out. These are the braids that I've had in for about a month now, so you can see all of that new growth, and it's time for those to come out. But I know that I have a lot of length when I take these out. All right, I got a couple more questions here, and then we'll be done. What made me want to do YouTube? What actually made me want to do YouTube is because lately, last year I told my children, I said, y'all don't even look at TV. Like, y'all literally y'all don't look at like regular TV, like normal kids. Y'all just look at YouTube, and I just couldn't understand why they didn't until I decided to start watching other people and other couples do YouTube. And I found it so entertaining. Like, even the ones that do the same challenges over and over, I just find it so entertaining. And to me, it seems like it's a lot of people that aren't able to make it to the big screen, or they don't have the tools, or they don't have the connects needed to get on the big screen, but they're using YouTube as a platform. And I love it because it's a lot of people there that's able to show their talents, and a lot of people that's, interested in looking at their journey. And I'm one of those people. So I got an interest in that. And then I started to see, like, man, like me, I'm an introvert, and I became an introvert, I guess, when I started to get older. But when I'm around people that I have a good time with and I love, I have a great time, and we have a great time together. And I feel like that needed to be filmed. And that's why I decided to do YouTube. I'm not very consistent as I should be, and I'm trying to get there, like with my cousin and her friend, which is my in-law, the one that was on the video, the girls video with us. When we get together, we have a great time, and they're down to do stuff like this, but I don't get to see them that often. So I know when I'm around, they're down to do it, but I have to be around to do that. So that's why I'm considering actually, incorporating maybe the children or my husband every now and again, if he wants to, but I want to start being consistent with my channel. If you guys have any other questions for me, feel free to put them down in the comments. I do have another page where I actually just watch YouTube channels from, and that's the one I actually started with. So a lot of times I may miss the questions, and I'll get to you a little bit later. It's not on purpose. It's because I'm logged into one and not logged into the other one. But as soon as I see you guys comment, I will comment back to you guys. I love you guys for subscribing. I currently have 84 subscribers, and hopefully I'm building my way up. A lot of times there's people out there that is going through the same thing that you're going through. For instance, like I stated, with the thinning sides and stuff like that, there may be somebody going through that, and they just don't want to say, or they don't want to express that to other people, but they need to see how to actually cure stuff like that. So I think that my purpose here will be to try to reach out to the people that's like me, like don't have a bunch of new friends and don't like to tell a lot of people their business because you can't trust them, you know. But you can go to YouTube and find the answers and stuff to questions that you've had. So to my ladies, to my guys, or whatever, if you have anything that you know you have bottled up inside and that you're too scared to speak on, I challenge you to put it down in the comments. And I bet you I've probably gone through that or know somebody that's gone through it, and I'll speak on it on my page, you know, and just be open about it. And even if it's not the exact situation that you're going through, it lets you know that somebody has experienced something similar to what you've gone through, and that you're not alone. So that was all the questions I had for you guys. If you have any other questions for me, feel free to put them down in the comments. I'll gather them all up and answer them. If you have specific questions, I'll come back on another video and give you the answer to them, or I'll comment to you guys. But outside of that, I appreciate you guys. Keep subscribing, keep liking, keep watching, keep following. And like I said, on my next video, I'll go ahead and do a review on the hair treatment that I received. I'll let you guys know who it came from, what it is, how it worked, all of that on that video. I'll dedicate that solely to that. So again, thank you guys for following. Thank you guys for watching, and have a great day.